Hey folks, I'm Dennis. Today I'm going to show you how to remove the deck on a Husqvarna yard tractor. The yard tractor I've got is a YTH22V46. The decks remove similarly on all of the Husqvarna yard tractors. It's a pretty simple process, so we'll go through it real quick and you'll be good to go. Let's get started. First thing you want to do is let the deck down. Let it all the way down so it's resting on the ground. Next, you have to start removing the pins from the deck. This is on the left side of the tractor. These are double-ended. They're kind of like a double-ended cotter pin. So you've got to twist it to get one end out, like that. And then you can, once you've got this part up over that boss, you can slide the pin out just like that. Then you can slide the coupling, the height adjustment off. Alright, also on the left side, same kind of pin. You got to pull it out and then work it out. And then when you do that, you got to pull this rod off. There's also a washer on it, so you got the pin and you got a washer on those bars, and then when you pull them off, they just lay down on top of the deck. There's another one on the other side. Same place, same basic action, just like that. And then you pop that off. Right hand side comes out the same way. You just get that pin over that lug, get the washer off of it, and then pull the bar off and let it down. Going back around to the left side, in the front of the deck, there's a rod, and it's got a smaller pin on it. There's a washer on this pin, so don't lose the washer. So you get the pin and the washer out, and then push that rod out. What you want to do is get this rod slid up. Just push it out the front, like so. So that it doesn't get in the way of the deck when you slide it out, because you got to slide out from the side. Okay, here's the belt pulley, and here's the belt, and it's got a couple of guards that hold the belt on. So what you got to do is get the belt out of one of the guards and then take it off the pulley. You just lift it up, get it out of the hook, and then do the same on the other side. If you can see it, get it out of the hook, and then it just comes off the pulley. You can slide it over to the side. So now your belt can come over to the side. Now you're ready to slide the deck out. So when you slide your deck out, make sure that you don't have too much tension on this cable. You need to have a little bit of slack in it so that you can work with it, okay? Because you got to be able to get this spring off too. There's an ear on the spring side of the cable right here that you got to push down and then push this plastic part through the bracket. And then there's a slot here that you can pull the cable up through. So you're going to push that down, kind of work it through that bracket like so. You may have to take some tension off by pulling this over. Now the cable will come out of that bracket and you're free. Then you just get the spring out of the hole like that. It's got a long kind of a long throat on it. Now the cable goes under everything, so remember that when you go to put it back on. One of the things that I do not like about the deck on this mower is how much it holds crud. If all that stuff stays there on that deck for too long of a time, it'll hold a lot of moisture and then it'll rust your deck out. So whenever I do pull the deck out, I take advantage of having it out and take my hose, you know, and rinse all of this junk out, get everything all cleaned up. Over here, if you notice anything a little funky on mine, it's because I broke a weld on that ear, and I did a real quick weld job and I haven't finished it up yet, so that's why that side looks a little weird. Now I've got the deck completely out and cleaned up. It's a good opportunity when you got it good and cleaned up to check all your pulleys, make sure there's not excessive play in the spindles. Maybe flip it over and check for damage under the deck. Check your blades. It's an easy time to change blades if you got it off. Check your belt. So, all right, well, we'll now that I got it all cleaned up, it's ready to put back up underneath there. Let's do that and we'll be done. So when you put it back, you want to make sure that these are flipped up, because you can't flip them once you get under the tractor. So you got to make sure they're flipped up. Make sure your belt is running true through all of these pulleys. Slide it about a third of the way in. So that you can attach the cable. You're going to attach the cable just like it came off. Again, make sure it goes under everything. Make sure it goes under your linkage, under your belt, the whole bit. The spring hooks to the hole right behind the sidler pulley. Make sure that you hook it with the hook up, otherwise it's very difficult to get off, or with the open end up. You may have to slide this pulley over. Just kind of push it till you get in the hole and then it goes right in there. That way you can get it off later. And again, you may have to slide this pulley over to get some play. Put your cable down into the bracket, push it through, make sure that that ear on the cable retainer catches. Once it catches, then you're good to go. You can slide the deck up underneath the tractor now. I'll slide it in till it's about even on each side. And then it really doesn't matter what order you connect everything in. You're just going to put it all back together. Same way you took it apart. Here I am on the right side. Here's the lug for the linkage. Get the deck lined up where to go on there. You may have to adjust it side to side and front to back. Now remember, these on each side, this particular joint takes a washer, and then the bar on the front takes a washer. The other ones don't. So you put that on. I think it's easiest to go in with these pins oriented this way. It's easier to get them in and out, it seems. You may find different for you, but for me that works pretty well. Now that one's on. Then you come down and you come down and get this one. This is one of the lift rods. Same thing. Just push it in. Go around to the left side. Get the front support bar. It goes into the aft hole, the rearmost hole on the front part of the deck. This connection also takes a washer. And then it takes the smaller key. I recommend putting it in from the top just because it makes it easier to get it in and out. Okay, same thing on the right side. You take the linkage, get it on the lug. This one also takes a washer and one of the big keys. clips. If you get a situation like this, see the R clip or the cotter pin won't clear the washer. So I've got to push the deck further that way to get the linkage to push up on against the frame so that it gives me enough clearance. So have to give it a shove, get that pushed over, and then I can get the pin through there. Okay, then put that on. Same deal, put your pin in, and then that's everything but the belt. You can do the belt from the side, but I'm going to show you from the front just because I think it's easier for me to show you the angle. This will be a little difficult to show you. But this is looking at the front side of the tractor. You've got the two hooks, one here and then one here that hold the belt on. That's one thing that I do like about this tractor. It's super easy to take this belt off and on. You just get the belt inside that hook, get it around the pulley, come over to the other side, get it inside the hook, and then you're done. That's easy. Then I'll lift up the tractor, the deck, make sure it comes up on both sides, which it did. Then all I've got to do is crank it up and engage the deck, make sure that the blades are turning, and all should be good. So that's all there is to removing and replacing the deck on the Husqvarna YTH22V46. All the Husqvarna YTH tractors and YTA tractors should be pretty much the same. There might be some minor variations, but the process will be very similar. So I really appreciate you checking out my video. Please give me a like if you would. I appreciate all my subscribers. Please subscribe to my channel if you would. And hopefully I'll see you back here soon. Thanks for watching.